The campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University in Goodwell, Oklahoma for Senior Day. The Aggies come in with a record of 5-4 overall, 5-1 in the Sooner Athletic Conference, with the conference title still within their grasp. Our visitors from Texas College, the Steers, come in 0-6, and that's actually the only games they've had, conference games this year. But 4 seniors walking out as a part of the captains for the team today. We've got number 44, Jasper Smiley, a defensive lineman from Tecumseh, Oklahoma. Number 12, Brandon Ramon, a quarterback from San Antonio, Texas. Number 22, Orlando Heyman, a running back from Vernon, Texas. And number 40, Jawan Purifoy, a senior linebacker from Cantonment, Florida.
Choice the second half.
Aggies have won the toss. They've chose to defer to the second half. They will be kicking off to Texas College. So we will see the Aggie defense first. And our starters on the defensive side of the ball at nose tackle, number 99, a 5'11", 280-pound senior, Justin Slaughter. The 2 defensive end positions, number 90, a 6'3", 230-pound sophomore, Braden Price. Also number 94, a 6'3", 250-pound junior, Sequoia Smith. At linebacker, a senior, number 40, a 5'9" senior from Jawan Purifoy, Number 39, a 5'11", 205-pound sophomore, Adrian Johnson. Number 13, a 6'1", 230-pound junior, Diamante Pounds. And number 56, Jalen Thomas, a 6'2", 215-pound freshman. In the defensive backfield at safety, number 25, Daquan Charles. He's a 5'11", 185-pound freshman. Also at safety, number 30, Diadrele Fights. He's a 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. And at the 2 corner positions, number 28, Gerald Broussard, a 5'10", 165-pound freshman. And number 7, William Johnson, a 6'3", 200-pound junior. Kicking off for the Aggies will be the freshman, a 6'2", 165-pounder, number 96, Javier Medina. My name is Jason Epp, and I'm here with my partner, Ethan Herrera, bringing you the final home game of the season for the Aggies.
Yes, sir. Let's go against Texas College. They are their playmaker, their top running back in the conference in terms of rushing yards. It's going to be a hard case for this defense, this OPSU defense to stand, but I think they're up for it. They have to make sure, the key for them is to make sure they keep their opponents all year long. They kept under 100 yards a game, so let's keep that going.
Well, and Coach Gaskamp did say that this was a team that really their record was kind of deceiving when it comes to their talent and among their personnel. He puts it up there in the top 3 of the conference, really. And here we go. There's the opening kickoff. It's going to be caught near the 3-yard line. He's up past the 15, the 20, the 25, and finally brought down past the 20-yard line. Devontae Stevens, a freshman defensive back from Fort Worth, Texas, on the tackle. They'll give him forward progress up to about the 34.
Yeah, a big part of these the playmakers for this defense, Diamante Pounds, leading the team in sacks with 6.5, and is tied with the Darren Primes and Jawan Purifoy for tackles for losses with 11.5 apiece.
Offside. Receive your penalty, re-kick.
Well, the Aggies were apparently offside, so they'll re-kick the ball as the Steers have chosen that avenue to have them return it. Or kick it off again, I should say.
back to this defense. Like I said, they're going to have to stop the run, which they've done a great job all year long. However, I do believe that they have some of the fastest defensive backs in the conference. And headlining that is Fights with 3 interceptions on the season. And this defense has got to step up in this last home game here in Goodwell.
Ball blows off the tee. Barbarino will come put a hand on that, make sure that it stays in place for Javier Medina. Here's the approach and the kickoff. And that's going to work out well for the Aggies as that one's going through the end zone. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Steers at the 25-yard line. And we'll get our first look at their offense and how the Aggie defense will handle them today. Coach Gaskamp mentioned that their quarterback, running back, as you mentioned, yards per game, he leads the conference. Also number 6, their wide receiver, is supposed to be a tough guy to bring down. He said we're going to have 11 guys come at him. And his name is Diamond Woods. Ball bobbled. Quarterback's going to have to take off on it. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Diamante Pounds back there on the tackle, as well as Adrian Johnson. So we like the way that one started out.
Yeah, just like we said, headlining this, the defense has got to show out. They've got to step up, and they have to make sure that they can stay all over this running game for Texas College.
So it'll be 2nd down, 16 yards to go.
16, ball at the 19.
And he bobbled it a little bit, you know, with the cold weather and some wetness out there on the field after the little bit of rain we had too. Ball security is going to be key. Hand off to the running back, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Troy Joseph.
Yeah, Carlos Mosby, the running back for Texas College, is a junior, 6'1", 225 pounds, a big body. He's going to try to run through you at times, but he's a smart running back, upperclassman, going to get as much yards as he possibly can. That's why he leads the conference in yards per game.
So big down here for the Aggies, 3rd and 15. Great opportunity to get off of the field. Man in motion across the formation. There's a snap, quarterback back to pass. He's under pressure, lets one go in the flats. Jawan Purifoy was there. He was maybe a step off from a pick 6. And back there putting pressure on the quarterback was number 89, Jabril Alexander, out of Houston, Texas, making him get rid of it maybe a little earlier than he wanted to. Aggies defense is up to the challenge on their first opportunity.
Yeah, Vontae Williams, the quarterback, had nowhere to go, and he just tried to throw it away like it wasn't picked off.
Kyson Hudson, number 14, a 5'9", 170-pound freshman from nearby Texhoma, is back to receive the punt. Almost blocked. He'll catch it at the Aggies 45, up past midfield, still with him on his feet. Near the 35, racing down the sideline. He's still in bounds, pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Aggies are going to have it 1st and goal at the 7-yard line on their first possession.
Kyson Hudson with his longest punt return of the season gives them outstanding field possession. You can ask a better job from Kyson Hudson and punt returner.
13 minutes, 32 seconds still left to play first quarter. And the Aggies are already threatening to score. They'll bring that first team offense out. West spreads out wide. Handoff right up the middle. Running back is into the end zone for the touchdown. One offensive play in. Number 23, Carlos Ransberg, into the end zone. And the Aggies are already on the board.
Yeah, nothing special here. Carlos Ransberg just goes to the A-gap, B-gap, C-gap, doesn't find a hole, bounces outside, beats his man to the corner, and touchdown Carlos Ransberg for his 6th of the season.
So So they'll line up for the extra point. Villarreal, Eduardo Villarreal, number 91. Snap good, hold good, kick good. And the Aggies lead 7-0 with 13:25 left to play in the first quarter.
With that first Aggies touchdown, that means it is time now for our Twitter touchdown trivia. The winner of our trivia question on our Twitter page will receive a gift certificate courtesy of Urban Brew. The question is, name the only Aggie inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. If you know the answer, go to our Twitter page at OPSU Athletics. We'll announce our winner.
Javier Medina lined up for the kickoff. Ball blows off the tee again. Here comes Barbarino to save the day again.
Yeah, seems to always be doing that.
Seth Barbarino is a 5'11", 160-pound sophomore receiver from nearby Amarillo, Texas. Went to River Road High School. And Medina puts a foot to that one, and they ain't returning that one. It doesn't even land in the end zone. It landed beyond it. So, as we mentioned before, Javier from Guyman, Oklahoma, was a all-state soccer player, and I have no idea how many goals he scored over his career, but it was a ton. So Aggie defense back out there for a second time. I'd give him an A+ on that first drive.
Yeah, dream start for the Aggie defense and the Aggie team in general. One play, one touchdown, one drive, turnover.
Handoff up the middle, and they're all over him. He does fight his way past the line of scrimmage as he was hitting the backfield.
If you know the answer to our Twitter touchdown trivia,
Purifoy, Sequoia, Smith also in there on the tackle. I believe Justin Slaughter was also in on that one. Second down, 9 yards to go, as did move it up to the 26-yard line.
Gift card courtesy of our friends at Urban Brew, now here in
Coach Gaskamp mentioning the tackling today. It was going to be crucial because they do have some game breakers, guys who can make big plays. Quarterback's one of them, breaks that tackle, and he'll get up past the 30-yard line before he's brought down. DeLeon Williams in on that tackle. Purifoy also there to help out, as well as Fights. So third down, 5. Can the Aggies get their second straight 3 and out? Back to pass under pressure. He escapes the pressure. Purifoy brings him down. Looks like be close to the first down, and it looks like they're going to give it to him. Yes, it will be 1st and 10 as he fell forward and reached the ball out right to the 35-yard line. So the Steers with their first down of the game.
Yeah, Vontae Williams making plays with his legs as he's done all season long. He's fast, he's quick, he's smart. He's got to keep him in the pocket like Coach Gass said at the beginning of the game.
He kind of had to serpentine his way through as there was a lot of pressure on him. Under pressure, he's going to be brought down this time. That's Jasper Smiley was the first man there.
Yeah,
so a big loss on first down.
And that is absolutely big to have Jasper Smiley back in the lineup today, especially home, get the home crowd. Chance to see him, he's been out for a couple weeks. But he's back making plays, doing what he does best, getting to the quarterback.
So ball marked all the way back at the 28-yard line, so second down. $17 yards to go. Hill trips to the right of the formation. Quarterback back to pass again. Lets one go over the middle. It's intercepted at the 45. Brought down at the 40. That was Davion Williams with the interception. Aggies ball in steer territory for the second time. It's 10:45 left to play in the first quarter, and the Aggies have a chance to put their second touchdown on the board.
Fontaine Williams trying to make something happen, overthrows everybody, throws to the triple coverage, and Williams to Williams as Davion Williams with a pick. Ball, let's go.
He broke the school and NAIA records for rushing at 1,775 yards.
What
so
are you
congratulations
doing?
again to Shawn Strain, the winner of our
handoff, straight up the middle, breaks through, he's at the 20, and Ronbar's going to take it to the house, breaks the tape at the goal line, touchdown Aggies. So Aggie offense, 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. We'll go ahead and take that for output for the day.
Yeah, Carlos Ransberg with his second touchdown of the game, his 7th of the year. Long run, making plays happen, like you said. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. Keep that going all game long.
Looks just as good on the video board the second time. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's all good. 10:45, still to play in the first quarter. It's Aggies 14, Steers nothing.
John Strand, you can come up to the announcer stand if you would like to come up and pick up your Movement Through gift card.
And here's the kickoff by Medina. That one's going to be in the end zone as well. Didn't quite kick it as far. It landed in the end zone this time. A little disappointing. First and 10 at the 25-yard line for Texas College.
Yeah, I mentioned at the top of the broadcast that the speed of the secondary is some of the best in the conference, and it showed you just right there the closing speed of Williams to get that interception. It's going to be a hard time for Texas College to find any sort of hole in this defense today.
You know, in this dark side defense, they got to be like sharks smelling blood in the water right now, I'm sure. So, pistol formation. There's a snap, quarterback back to pass. He's under pressure. Purifoy trying to chase him down from behind. Goes for a sweep, gets him down. So great speed there by Purifoy. It looks like he'll get credit for a sack. It looks like that's going to be a loss of a yard on the play. So second down, 11 yards to go. And the Aggie defensive line is just having their way. Really both sides of the ball when you consider they've had 2 offensive plays and scored on both of them. So the offensive and defensive lines really dominating right now.
Yeah, it looks like Purifoy showing blitz again off the edge.
Handoff to the wide side. Smith and Slaughter in there on the tackle, as well as Purifoy. Third down, 7 yards to go as he reached the 28-yard line. Play clock under 10 seconds. There's a snap, drop back to pass, under pressure again. Dumps it off to his running back. And looks like he's going to hit enough for the first down as he got up to about the 36, 37-yard line.
Yeah, seeing Carlos Mosby right there, close up, he is a thick, big body. Hard to bring down. He gets upfield, and like we said before, that's why he's one of the best rushers in the conference.
So 1st and 10. Aggies with 7 in the box. They'll turn, hand it off. Oh, he's going to be dropped for a loss. Jalen Thomas from Houston, Texas, back there. If he was there a little bit earlier, he just took the handoff.
Yeah, the freshman breaking through the line, dropped in the backfield for a loss.
4-yard loss on the play. Back to the 33-yard line, so 2nd down, 14 yards to go for the Steers. Pressure coming from the Aggies.
It's in the house.
Quarterback rolls out to his right. He's going to be dropped. Ball loose. Picked up by the Aggies. And the Aggies are going to have great field position again. DeLeon Williams on the recovery. I think that was Braden Price was the first man back here to cause the sack and fumble. And the Aggies, with their 3rd offensive possession, there has not been a single player so far ran on the Aggie side of the field.
No, they just sent the house right there, making plays happen, trying to force them to do something that they don't want to do. Fumble, Aggie ball.
Kyson Hudson caught a punt at the 45-yard line of the Aggies, but quickly was back on the Steers side of the field. Pistol formation, drops back to pass. Verana lets it go to the corner. Caught at the 2-yard line, pushed out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Aggies. Great catch there by Miguel Hudson, the 6-foot, 165-pound senior from McKinney, Texas.
Yeah, Brad went to the far side, going one-on-one, makes the catch, and a great throw and a great read by Martez Verana.
Aggies knocking at the door. Once again, hand off to Ransbar again, and guess what? He's got the hat trick already today. The Aggies are not 3 for 4 on possession scoring touchdowns. They're 3 for 4 on plays scoring touchdowns.
And Ransburg just takes it right up the middle, hits the A-gap, pushes through for his 3rd touchdown already early in this 1st quarter.
So Eduardo Villarreal lines up for the extra point. Barbarino, the holder. Long snapper is Noah Quintanilla. All 3 do a great job. And for Villarreal, he is now 30 for 30 on the season on extra points and 4 for 4 kicking field goals.
Yeah, the freshman.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Now, freshman put it in a big spot as a kicker. You may think it's easy, and I'm telling you folks, it is not easy to be out there every game kicking field goals. I know it's just 1 point. You know, people maybe overlook it a lot, but that 1 point goes a long way. You're 30 for 30.
So the Aggies now lead 21-0 with 7:51 left to play in this 1st quarter. We're still 21 seconds away from the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Let's hear you.
Approach and the kickoff. That one's going to be caught in the end zone. He's going to bring it out up to the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and brought down at about the 23-yard line by Jalen Thomas. So it paid off. He got 2 or 3 more yards. Plus, at this point, I'm sure they're willing to take the risk. Already down 21-0.
Yeah, at this point, it might not quite be time for going in panic mode, trying to make big plays happen. It's still early, anything could happen. But for Texas College, they got to get things moved if they want to stay in this game and not let Pan Am State
They're just trying to piece together a couple 1st downs at least. Trips to the wide side, single receiver to the short side. Quarterback steps out to his left, throws a short pass, caught it, somehow got away from the tackle. That was a hard hit by Daquan Charles. Even wrapped him up pretty good, but kind of inertia as he came around on that spin, he was able to get out of it and makes 9 yards on the play. Really their best offensive play of the game so far.
Yeah, Devin Bradford making a drag route across the middle. Williams finds him, Gets all the way 1 yard short of the first down.
Second down, 1 yard to go. Same formation. Quarterback, quick pass outside. Well covered out there.
Pass is incomplete.
Troy Joseph on the coverage. It'll be 3rd and 1.
We want to say a big thanks goes out to our athletic staff, Athletic Director Megan Mulcahy, Associate Athletic Director Russell Gaskamp, Assistant Athletic Director Victor Esparza, our Sports Information Team, Justine Gaskamp and Alyssa Fox, our Head Athletic Friend, Ryan Langford, and again we are honored to have
Aggie linebackers come up into the gaps, hand off the running back, hitting the backfield, bobble the ball, but he gathers it in, and he's going to get up near midfield. It's going to be another first down for Texas College at their own 49-yard line. Pistol formation, trips again to the wide side. And looks like they may have gotten the Aggies to jump, but they blew the play dead right away, so that may be an offensive penalty. We'll have to see. Typically, they let them go ahead and run the play unless somebody's unimpeded to the quarterback.
False start on the offense, number 69. 5-yard field to the first down.
And it is on the Steers, so false start will make it 1st and 15 yards to go.
Yeah, that's Jordan Ingram for Texas College, jumping just a little bit early.
Hand off to the tailback. He'll bounce out to the left. He's got open room. And he's going to have another first down as he reaches Aggie territory. First time either team's will have run a play there.
Yeah, Marquise Denman gets to the outside, dances around, he's quick, has a fast first step.
So 1st and 10 at the Aggies' 40-yard line. They'll go quickly to the line.
Here's Juwan again.
And Vice President of Fiscal Affairs, Benny Dane.
Quarterback keeps it out to the short side, and Johnson able to bring him down, or Thomas able to bring him down. Run him down by the feet after maybe a yard or two gain on the play. As they will mark the ball just at the 39, so 1 yard gain. Second down, 9 yards to go. That was an important play because that guy had some room to run if Thomas doesn't get him.
Yeah, the Aggies are doing a great job of containing him, getting to the outside, trying to make him go inside, up the middle.
Under pressure, lets it go deep. Joseph on the coverage over there. And they'll say he was out of bounds. So incomplete pass. Good defense by Joseph, using the sideline as an extra defender there. He kept him pinned against that sideline.
Yeah, Troy Joseph, the junior, just putting work on the freshman over there. That's Zion Gaden.
3rd down, 9 yards to go. There's the snap, drops back to pass. He's under pressure. Avoids the first one, lets it go over the middle. He's got a man open. And a hard hit, but a ball caught inside the 30-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, DeQuan Charles saw it all the way. Even though the coverage is busted, comes in, delivers an absolute monster of a hit.
Of course, in today's game, you always cringe. You see a hit like that, and you go, are they going to throw a flag on that? But no flag there. Quarterback under pressure will try to escape out to his left. He's going to be dropped for a sack. Justin Slaughter in the backfield for the sack. Also, Diamante Pounds back there as well. So that's going to make it 2nd down.
And this offensive line for Texas College just has not been able to handle the defensive line for the Aggies. Every single pass play is getting broken up. They have to rush him out of the pocket. They got to keep that going.
2nd down, 15, handoff. He'll dive forward inside the 30-yard line.
And not much gain on the play. That'll bring up another great American Ford Lincoln. 3rd down.
Looks like it will be a 3rd and 11. They're at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, coming into the day, the Aggies are holding their opponents to about a third down conversion rate of 23%. Just an outstanding number.
So they'll run trips to the short side. One receiver out here to the wide side. Quarterback drops back to pass, looking to that short side, lets one go towards the end zone. Way over his head, out of bounds, incomplete. And it's going to be fourth down. Of course, they're in that no man's land anyway, where you're really not going to try to attempt a field goal, although I guess we'll see if they do, or maybe even try to pin the Aggies back as deep as possible. It looks like they'll at least line up in punt formation.
Yeah, with this panhandle wind blowing straight into him, there is absolutely no way he's going to be able to get that ball through those uprights.
Nobody back deep. There's the snap and the punt. And he'll try to angle that one out of bounds. And it looks like the referee's continuing to walk up near the 15. They'll mark it at the 14-yard line. That's where the Aggies will have it 1st and 10 with 3:54 left to play in the first quarter, already leading 21-0. Pistol formation, man in motion across the formation, turn, hand off to Ransburg, and he's going to be dropped after just a couple of yards gain. The first rushing play he's had all day where he didn't score a touchdown. So.
And don't forget, coming up in the second quarter, the PBL group will be going through the
no gain on that play, so second down, 10 yards to go for the Aggies.
Celebration to help with March of Dimes.
Two split to the wide side, one to the short. Verana drops back, dumps it out to the running back. And up to the 20-yard line. That's George Dominguez, I believe. That might have been Danny Valverde, number 34.
Yep.
And it was Valverde on the carry.
Yeah, the Aggies haven't been on the offensive ball for too long, so we haven't got a chance to talk about what a great job Martez Verana has done the last four games he has started for the Aggies.
3rd and 3, first third down of the game the Aggies have faced. Handoff up the middle, Ransburg going to be dropped at the 20-yard line, and it's going to be time to punt for the Aggies.
Yeah, it looks like Ransburg slipped a little bit and then got fallen on top of him, dead-legged himself.
Looks like we've got an injury timeout on the field as one of the Texas College players still down. So 2:26 left to play in the first quarter. It's Panhandle State 21, Texas College 0. Don't waste another night waiting on slow internet.
Download files in a flash with 50 meg internet, lightning quick uploads, and no size limit or cap with PTCI. For just $60 a month, you can have incredibly fast, dependable internet. And we'll even throw in 6 months of whole home Wi-Fi for free.
If you're tired of thinking up ways to keep your eyes open while waiting on slow internet, call PTCI today. PTCI.net or 580-338-2556 now.
He's up and walking up
Sherman
the field.
Powers,
We'll
the injured player on
thank you, folks.
That play, able to get up and walk off under his own power, so it's always good to see. And it is 4th down for the Aggies. Once again, the long snapper, Noah Quintanilla, a freshman, 6'2", 215-pounder. Eduardo Villarreal, also the place kicker, will punt. There's the snap. Oh, he bobbles it, gets it up and able to get it off with 2 steer players in his face, and they get a favorable roll. And that one rolls out of bounds at the 34-yard line of the Steers. So 1:51 left to play in first quarter. That could have been disastrous. It gave the Steers a glimmer of hope, but nice roll. And really not too terrible considering the conditions where the Aggies are going to end up playing defense. It'll be at the 34-yard line.
A great play. We've seen him do something like that before. And able to get it off. Just an outstanding job and a great way to start a drive for the Aggies defense.
Steers back out, trips formation to the wide side. One receiver to the short side, man in motion. There's a snap. Handoff to the running back. And he is drilled. Diamante pounds him into the ground.
Yeah, Pounds getting back there saying, no, sir, no, sir. There's absolutely no way he can move in that one.
Ball marked at the 31-yard line. 3-yard loss on the play. So second down, 13 yards to go. Quarterback drops back to pass under pressure, avoids it, steps up. Now he'll take off running. He's up past the 40-yard line, and he's going to be tackled from behind. It was Caleb Gutierrez.
Up a little bit short. That'll bring up another
defensive back who came on a blitz on that play.
Great job by Gutierrez to run him down after getting blocked on a blitz on the outside.
Flag on the play. And it is a chop block, so they definitely will take that penalty, and they're going to march them back a ways.
Penalty was on the Steers, so we'll make it still second down.
Ball moved all the way down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be right at the 23-yard line. So 23 yards to go. Second down, 23 yards to go. Man in motion across the formation. Twins to each side now. Quarterback drops back. Under pressure, avoids it, steps out to his right. Still under pressure, lets one go. It's caught. Up past the 40 and knocked out of bounds near the first down marker. They'll mark him out at the 42, so really, well, even between the 42 and 43, he's going to be maybe a yard short, yard and a half short of the first down. So third is short, considering that was third down and 23.
That's a great play from Vontine Williams. Price trying to bring him down. Jukes him out, wiggles and throws a strike to Henry going across the middle and gets almost the first down.
That's one of those items that Coach Gaskamp worried about. Said these guys can make plays like that. Quarterback's going to have a first down as he reaches the 45 on quarterback keeper. There's a flags on the field. Those are going to be personal foul penalties after the play. We'll just have to see which way they're calling it.
Flag after the play.
Referees still congregating.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 51 on the offense. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 31 on the defense. Those penalties offset, first down.
So offsetting personal foul penalties. They have changed that. They had originally said it was Simba Young, but it's actually number 30, Diadrele Fights, who we've talked about before, a little tiny guy, but boy, he's a feisty guy, and it's not a surprise to see him get in there and mix it up.
Yeah, he's not going to back down from anyone. Sometimes you got to learn to hone that in. He does a great job of putting that into his play, though.
Handoff up the middle. He busts forward into Aggie territory, still fighting forward near the 45, and that's where they'll say his forward progress was stopped. And that will be enough for a first down for the Steers, and another flag on the field.
Probably worth the carry, but a flag on the play.
Sportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 77. The play resulted in a first down. We will go back 50 yards, first down.
Well, it will be a first down, but after the play, another personal foul penalty. This one on Anthony Moore, one of their offensive linemen. Ball marked all the way back to the 40-yard line of Steers. It'll still be 1st and 10 because they did gain a first down, and after the play is when the penalty happened.
Yeah, Anthony Moore, a big boy, a sophomore, 6'5", 380 pounds.
And we have reached the end of the first quarter. Aggies on top big. It's Panhandle State 21, Texas College 0.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure. Again, PBL will be now going through the crowd to collect for our turf out event for today.
So 1st and 10 for the Steers as we start this second quarter on their own 40-yard line as they were moved back 15 yards after making a first down. But personal foul, ball on the floor. Quarterback picks it up, throws it deep. And that one's going to fall incomplete. Sharoy Joseph out there on coverage. That one looked like it was going to fall well short, but the wind picked it up enough and was close to being caught.
Yeah, that's the win for you here in the Panhandle. Actually, Chris Henry had his man beat, but Williams could not get the ball there out in front of him. Didn't have the arm strength to get it out there.
Well, timing thrown off, I'm sure, too, by dropping the snap. So 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Play clock under 10 now. Steers still trying to get situated. Play clock's at 3, 2, 1. And they didn't get that play off. Well, they're going to give it to him, I guess. Joseph steps in front of that pass, and he's mad he didn't have an interception there.
Yeah, Henry beat Joseph off the ball last play, but not this time. As Troy Joseph almost gets the interception, cuts right in front of him, read the route perfectly. Great play by Troy Joseph.
So 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Aggie offensive players on the sideline trying to keep loose. A cold day like today. Here's a snap, drop back to pass. Plenty of time, lets it go deep. He's got a man out there. And he overthrew him by about 7 or 8 yards. So it's going to be 4th and 10.
4th down.
And the Steer punting team will come out on the field. Tyson Hudson back to receive the punt. Looks like he's going to line up at about the 20-yard line. Of course, with the way the ball's been carrying today, it may go over his head.
The Aggies have done an absolute great job of making Vontine Williams uncomfortable in the pocket and forcing throws downfield.
They do add another 5 yards as he moves back to the 15. There's the snap and the punt. And that one he angled out of bounds. That's going to give the Aggies some decent field position at the 28, and we've got another flag on the field, and I think this is another situation where guys are getting chippy with each other, even though I think it's going to be a hold, and it is a hold. Number 17, DeKennon Boyd, who was out here covering one of the outside gunners, was called for the hold. So they'll move the Aggies back inside the 20-yard line. all the way back to the 18, where it'll be 1st and 10. Despite the down marker still saying 4th down.
Yeah, it's another chance for the Aggies to show what they can do offensively. Martez Varana, like I said, has done an absolute great job in these last 4, now 5 games that he started for the Aggies.
Varana takes the snap, fakes the short pass, back the other way to Ransburg, breaks the tackle. He's got plenty of open room. He's at the 40, the 50, breaks down the sideline. He's gonna take it to the house. 82-yard touchdown. Carlos Ransburg with his 4th touchdown of the day.
Yeah, Redshirt getting some help from his blockers. Nobody in front, and I don't blame him. As they just sit back, and he sits back, watches them block, runs 82 yards for his 4th touchdown of the day. Gives some credit to San Lemon and Romario Martinez, the offensive lineman, out blocking for Carlos Ransburg on that play.
Aggies will line up for the extra point. There's the hold. Kick is up. And it is good.
And the PAT is good, so that makes the score 28-0 for you.
So less than a minute into this second quarter. 14-18 still left in the half. It's Panhandle State 28, Texas College 0.
It's great to be an Aggie.
Javier Medina sets the ball on the tee. Barbarino goes ahead and lines up to hold. Here's the approach. Toe meets leather, short, high kick. That one's going to land in no man's land. They catch it, pick it up at the 30, up past the 40, still on his feet. Big fella, rumbling and stumbling, and gets his way into Aggie territory at about the 49-yard line. So good starting field position for the Steers. It did look like Javier Medina kicked it that way on purpose.
Saw an opening, try to just dump it in there, almost worked out, but DeJuan Hill picks it up off the bounce and gets a good game. Starting field position at midfield for the Steers.
So 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. There's a snap, option to the right, pitches, ball on the ground, running back has to go back and get it, and he's going to be dropped for a 10-yard loss back at the 40 by Dalian Williams.
For the dark side defense.
They will move him up 1 yard, 41-yard line, so 2nd down, 19 yards to go. And this Steers team has been behind the sticks all day long.
Yeah, it's like they're panicking a little bit, and I would too if I was going up against this Aggies defense right now. They are hot, and they are just relentless getting to the backfield.
Hand off to the running back, bust out to the left, past midfield, out into the open. He's at the 40, and finally pushed out of bounds near the 30-yard line by Daquan Charles.
Again, a great run by Marquise Denman.
48. That penalty is declined. First down.
And it was an offsides penalty on the Aggies, but obviously Texas College will decline that and take the big gainer. 29-yard run up to the Aggies' 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
So we have to keep this necessarily open for.
Blitz coming from the Aggies. Under pressure. Escapes backwards, lets one go over the middle. He's got a receiver and fights, gets in the way, and actually it looked like it hit off his back of his shoulder pad or helmet, but it did the job.
Yeah, it was effective right there, just throwing your head into it.
And that was number 6, Diamond Williams, who they mentioned as, Coach Gaskamp mentioned is really just an explosive player that he gets the ball in his hands. We're going to have 11 guys running towards him, so that was a big play. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Hand off straight up the middle. He's going to be dropped. Niall Holder back there.
Yeah, Holder just snagged him out of the air and throws him back into his own lineman. Like all forward progress on that.
You know, that might have been the best thing that could have happened to Holder too, because you've seen some now in college football, and especially in the pros, you suplex a guy like that, they're going to throw a flag. Well, he was stopped by about a 300-plus-pound lineman, kept him from suplexing him. Ball on the ground, he kicked it, it's loose in the backfield, still on the ground, and does look like the steers fell on it back at the 45. Back there causing havoc, Jalen Thomas, also Justin Slaughter, and Niall Holder. It's going to be 4th down and a mile.
Yeah, another 4th down for this Steers team, and the Aggies have done a great job. Just 34 yards of rushing in this game against them. They've held Mosby down. Denman has got 4 good runs off of him, but really absolutely nothing on offensive side on the ground.
4th and 24, punt from the 44-yard line. And he'll kick it out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. And they do right at the 15-yard line. That's where the Aggies will have it 1st and 10 with 11:29 left to play in the first half. Already leading 28-0. Aggies split twins out to the wide side, one to the short side, back in the backfield with Varana. Fakes the handoff, quick throw outside, and pass is batted down. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Aggies.
Incomplete.
An injury on the field, and that's going to be a tough one.
Ransburg.
Can't tell for sure if that's Ransburg,
yeah,
and it is Carlos Ransburg. Aggies already have seen multiple injuries at that running back position.
Yeah, what they've usually done is just have those running backs go out there for the first quarter. Whoever's hot, they stick with. Ransburg, obviously the hot hand.
With 4 touchdowns. So with 11:25 left to play in the first half, it's Panhandle State 28, Texas College 0. All aboard! Next stop, PTCI for new smartphones. Get on the PTCI cellular train for huge savings.
This season, get a Christmas gift of $600 off the regular price of any new smartphone at PTCI with a new activation. Are you caught up in a long-term contract with the other guys? No worries, PTCI will help you out. Come see us now.
Check us out at ptci.net or call 580-338-2556.
And it looks like he is up. We'll get some assistance from our athletic training staff.
Ransburg will have to be helped off the field. It doesn't look like he can put any pressure on that left foot at all. And may not be critical to today but him being healthy for next week is going to be very important. If this game continues in the way it is, they're going to need him against Langston when they've got a chance to win a conference title. So Valverde will come into the game at running back. Of course, he's been no slouch himself. He's played well back there.
Yeah, like I've said every single week, Valverde, love the way he runs. Downhill runner. Not going to do anything too fancy. He is smart, hits the holes, gets every single yard he possibly can on every single play.
There's a snap, fakes a handoff. Verena keeps it. He's up past the 25-yard line before he's finally knocked down. 12-yard gain on the play. First down, actually 13-yard gain.
First down.
Up to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Brenner with 1 touchdown this season, averaging 4.3 yards a carry when he does, and 50 yards a game.
Pistol formation. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, lets it go out to his tight end. And he's knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. That was Cole Mercer out of Arvada, Colorado. 6'2", 210-pound sophomore. A nice first down play.
Yeah, the freshman Brenner again showing a lot of poise, not panicking when he sees a big body in his face. Just dumps it off to his tight end, lets him do the work.
Second down, 5 yards to go. Trips to the wide side of the formation, and they drew him off sides.
And a flag on the play.
Offside. The defense, number 62. 5-yard penalty, results in the first down.
Oh, well, we'll give the Aggies a first down.
Yeah, Verena with over 100 yards passing, and he has Carlos Ransbury, thank you for that. Those quarterbacks love dumping it off to the running back, have him get those big yards, especially an 82-yard touchdown gain after a screen.
Almost drew him off again. They'll look to the sideline. Play clock just gets under 10 seconds. Verena calls out instructions. Under 5 now. Still moving around. They're not going to get this one off in time, and just barely do. Under pressure, he's going to be dropped back at the 30-yard line. So all that extra stuff getting ready for the play, and it's a sack.
Yeah, Jason Parker gets off the edge. Gets to Verena. I don't know. Hits him in his blind side. I don't know how Verena held on to that football. Great job of doing that as Parker gets the sack.
Ball marked at the 31-yard line. The second down, 17 yards to go. Verena drops back to pass. Little bubble screen. It's caught up to the 35 and falls forward to about the 37. That was Jalen Fair, a senior out of Okolona, Mississippi, on the catch.
Yeah, Jalen Fair, just his second catch of the season. You don't use him too often, but he is fast and he's very quick.
So third down, 11 yards to go. Clock nearing the 9-minute mark left in this first half. Verena drops back to pass, throws it out in the flat to Valverde. And he's going to be dropped for a big loss back to the 31. So it's going to be fourth down, and the Aggies are going to have to punt.
Yeah, not the ideal drive for the Aggies on this. Not much going on. And the concern for Carlos Ransburg is high, but they got to get something going either way.
Well, and until Texas College does something offensively, there's really no need for him to be in this game anymore today, even if he was able to get out there. The aroused punt will roll inside the 30-yard line down to about the 27. So with 8:04 left to play in the first half, that's where Texas College will have it first and 10, trailing the Aggies 28-0. Both teams back out on the field. Trips to the wide side, one receiver to the short side, handoff to the running back that way, and Pounds with a vicious hit again.
The strength of Demonic Pounds is absolutely ridiculous. Doesn't need much space to deliver all his power and popped him.
Second down and 9.
Pounds, 6'1", 230 pounds. What's that running back for Texas College? Number 21, not listed in there too deep, but he's not a very big guy.
Denman is 5'7", 175, and that's giving him some.
Yeah. Quick throw outside, caught, up past the 35-yard line, near the first down marker.
And it is going to be enough for a first down.
And it is enough for a first down. We've got another injured Aggie on the field. And we've got another injury timeout. 7:18 left to play in the first half. Panhandle State 28, Texas College 0. Don't waste another night waiting on slow internet.
Download files in a flash with 50 meg internet, lightning quick uploads, and no size limit or cap with PTCI. For just $60 a month, you can have incredibly fast, dependable internet. And we'll even throw in 6 months of whole home Wi-Fi for free.
If you're tired of thinking up ways to keep your eyes open while waiting on slow internet, call PTCI today. PTCI.net or 580-338-2556 now.
Adrian Johnson was shaken up on the play, but he is up on his feet, walking out under his own power.
Was Adrian Johnson injured, or Joseph injured on the play? Good news, though, he's able to walk off under his own power, so we'll hope he's okay. So the situation, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for the Steers.
Showing blitz, now backing off. Yeah, KG's coming off the edge.
There's a snap, quarterback drops back, lets one go. He's got a man down there and overthrew him just a little.
Yeah, that's
Chris Henry, junior wide receiver for the Steers.
He
was flying.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I was about to say, he looks like he beat his man by far, just flying down the sideline. One of the faster guys Gerald Broussard's probably had to cover.
We actually have a different quarterback in the game as well. Quarterback steps through the pressure, and he'll slide down at about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Vontine Williams was the starting quarterback, took him out. They brought in Jawan Sterling. Jawan, the freshman quarterback, 6'2", 180 from Klein Forest High School out of Houston.
Third down, 7 yards to go. Hill trips to the wide side again, single receiver to the short side. Aggies look like they're blitzing. They do, and it's going to be pressure. He avoids the first rush, throws it forward, ball on the ground. They may just give that to the Aggies. No, they'll say that was an incomplete pass.
And it is going to be ruled an incomplete pass, but that will bring up a 4th down.
And he wasn't far from the line of scrimmage, so he was definitely out of the pocket. So it was probably a heads-up play by him to get rid of that ball and just kind of toss it forward where there wasn't anybody.
Yeah, As a coach, though, I would have liked him to just throw it away right now out of bounds. So there's no question at all. But another great defensive stand for the Aggies.
Kyson Hudson back to receive the punt. He'll stand at his own 20-yard line. There's the snap and the kick. Kind of a low line driver. That one's going to roll on the way down inside the 15 and go out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Aggies will come back out on the field on offense with 5:56 left to play in the first half, leading by 4 touchdowns. First and 10 for the Aggies at the 12-yard line. There's a snap dropped. Verana will just have to grab it, and he's going to be tackled right away. So first down, they're down inside the 10-yard line now at the 9. So second down, 13 yards to go, and those are the kind of plays they have to avoid, because that's the only kind of thing that can get the Steers back in this game.
Yeah, they'll be a little bit more fine-tuned as this game goes along. Not only for the game, I think they can, if their defense holds up, they'll be fine, but for next week, trying to work on things as the game goes along.
Gas Camp was a little unhappy about something, so calls a timeout. 5:21 left to play in the first half. It's Panhandle State 28, Texas College 0.
Atmosphere here, all of us get along, we try to do our best at everything we do.
Anchor D Bank, we're here to stay.
So out of the timeout, 2 splits to each side. A back to Verana's left. Flag. They're going to say that's a false start on the offense. So that'll be half the distance to the goal. They'll mark it inside the 5-yard line. There's a snap, drops back to pass. Out in the flat, it's caught. Knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That was Jalen Fair with his second catch of the game.
Yeah, doubles his total for the season, or that he had on the season. 3 now on the season for Jalen Fair, and a great pass by Verana. Put it right on the money before he got his head turned around.
Got them back to the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10, quick throw outside, caught up to the 15-yard line. And looks like he'll be down at about the 17-yard line. And the Aggies will have to punt.
Here with the carry.
That was Jalen Hare, a freshman out of Dallas, Texas, with the catch.
Yeah, Aggies struggling a little bit offensively in the past couple of drives.
So Villarreal lined up at the 3-yard line to receive this punt. It seems like maybe they've lost a little bit of their focus that they had earlier. A little bit of a rugby kick, and that one's going to go out of bounds almost right away. And the Steers will take over at about the 20-yard line with 4:18 left to play in the first half.
Yeah, you don't see that very often from Villarreal. He's pretty solid, pretty reliable. Just gets off the side of his foot.
And they'll actually move it back a little bit now. The 26 is where they'll say that went out of bounds. I can't imagine that's where he wanted it to go.
No, that's for sure. Now the Aggie defense got to step up like they've done time and time again.
Same pistol formation, handoff, and he's going to be dropped for a loss immediately in the backfield. Caleb Gutierrez with just a fantastic play as they drop him for a loss all the way back to the 30. So it'll be second down, 14 yards to go as the clock rolls, just under 4 minutes left in this second half.
KG making a play off the ball. Going straight through the defense, wrapping him up, sitting on the ground before he could even take a step.
Aggies defense still getting in position where they want to be. They've overloaded this left side. Under pressure, quick throw outside, it's caught. But he's going to be dropped right there at the 30-yard line. Purifoy, Fights, both there. Looked like Fights was probably there first. Also, Chris Lewis out there as well.
Another Great American Ford Lincoln, third down.
Yeah, Sterling felt the pressure and just tried to get rid of it. Throws it out to Henry. Try to salvage some yards.
Looks like they gave him some generous forward progress of a yard on that yard gain on that play. So it'll be third down. 13 to go. Under 3 minutes left to play in the first half. There's a snap, drops back to pass, under pressure. He's gonna be sacked.
And how about it for the dark side?
Matt Hernandez, Braden Price meet together back at the quarterback.
Yeah, Sterling just swallowed up by the Aggies offensive line. Price hitting him from the right, and Hernandez hitting him from the left. Just a double combo, got the sack down.
So a drive that started at the Aggies' 26-yard line after Villarreal shanked a punt. Ends up back at the 34-yard line. They're going to have a field goal attempt here. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's a line drive. Doesn't get high enough.
And kick is no good.
No good. Actually, Tyson Hudson was back there in case he could catch it and try to run it out.
Yeah, that was the running back, Marquise Denman.
He got a good foot on it, just didn't get a high enough trajectory. So the Aggies take back over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line with 2:03 left to play, already up by 4 touchdowns. They've definitely shown in this game they've got the ability to score quickly, so plenty of time left for them to go score. And with 2 timeouts as well. West goes in motion across the formation. Arana rolls out to his right, trying to avoid the rush, lets a pass go, it's caught. Stepped out of bounds at the 40-yard line as that was his tight end, number 36, Jared Thomas, a 6'3", 240-pound sophomore from Frisco, Texas.
Yeah, Jared Thomas is the 7th reception of the year.
You know, those Frisco kids are kind of spoiled. They get to use the Star, which is the facility the Cowboys built up for a lot of their home games. All those high schools kind of share that. There's a snap. Hand off to the running back, Valverde. Tries to bounce it outside, and he'll gain about 3 on the play. Up to the 43-yard line. Clock under 2 minutes, stopped at 1:54 left to play. 3rd and 1. Valverde to the right of Verana. West in motion, he'll pitch it forward to him. That's going to be a pass completion. Nick West up to midfield, 1st and 10 for the Aggies.
Another Aggie first down.
Nick West with that short gain, edging ever so close to that 1,000 yards receiving in his career as he came into this game just 30 yards short of that.
Yeah, 970 yards on the dot coming into this game. Be a nice milestone for Nick West, the senior.
There's West in motion again. They'll bunch to the right, throw back to the left. That's Hudson. Avoids the first defender. And going to be brought down, but not till he's in steer territory at the 39-yard line. First down, Aggie. Twins to both sides of the formation. Verdi lines up to the left of Verena. Here's a snap, drops back to pass, lets it go out deep, and it's caught. Jalen Fair again.
Another Aggie first down.
And Jalen Fair making a play, going to the ground, and a great job of controlling it as he goes to the ground for his longest reception of the year.
Change reset at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10 there. Big gain there by Fair. There's a snap. And the quarterback keeper avoids the first man. He's at the 10 and slung out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
With the keeper.
And it's going to be 1st and goal, it looks like, for the Aggies, or close to it.
Yeah, it is absolutely something special to see Martez Verena making plays. The play before, throwing an absolute money shot to Fair, and then making a play with his feet, avoiding the tackler, getting some yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line. 48 seconds left in the half. Clock has stopped since Verena was tackled out of bounds. Here's a snap. Hands it off to Valverde to the left. Inside the 5, fighting forward near the goal line.
Touchdown.
And it's a touchdown, Aggies. Wasn't sure there. One referee held up his one hand like he was saying he was down, but the other referee put up his hands like it was a touchdown.
Yeah,
So
now Verdi hit about the 2-yard line, 3-yard line, powers his way, muscles his way into the end zone for his 4th touchdown of the year.
On the field, with the ball carrier's knee was down before scoring. Ball placed the 1-yard line.
Well, like I said, it wasn't easy to tell, and the referee that was most inside, closest to the play, was the one who raised his hand like he was down, but they're inside the 1-yard line. Clock running under 40 seconds still to play in the first half. 2nd and goal. Aggies not really in any much hurry. Like we mentioned, they have 2 timeouts still.
Now we'll scratch that. Valverde still has 3 touchdowns on the year.
So pistol formation, Valverde to the left. Man in motion. Gives it to Barbarino. He's going to be dropped back at the 4-yard line. Aggies will quickly call a timeout with 14 seconds. Maybe got a little too fancy there. Instead of just going with what has worked all day, which is just hammer that sucker down in there.
Yeah, I would have handed it right back to Danny Valverde. Power through, get him his touchdown.
We have 2 great bands here. Our OPSU Aggie Band as well as the Gotland High School Marching Band will be performing for us for our halftime festivities.
All aboard! Next stop, PTCI for new smartphones. Get on the PTCI cellular train for huge savings.
This season, get a Christmas gift of $600 off the regular price of any new smartphone at PTCI with a new activation. Are you caught up in a long-term contract with the other guys? No worries, PTCI will help you out. Come see us now.
Check us out at ptci.net or call 580-338-2556.
Ball is at the 3-yard line.
Ball marked at the 3-yard line after that run by Barbarino. 2 split to the trips formation to the wide side. No receiver to the short side. Valverde in the backfield again with Verana. 3rd down, 14 seconds left to play. They've still got 1 timeout, so they can still run the ball on this play as well. Quarterback keeper, he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Aggies.
Martez Verana.
Verana just reading the play, getting the lead block from Valverde with his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Yeah, even though it looked like a read option, I think that was a keeper all the way. Get that extra blocker in the hole. Once again, Noah Quintanilla is the long snapper. Barbarino, the holder. And Eduardo Villarreal will line up for the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. They're still perfect on the season, all 3 of those freshmen. So with 9 seconds left in the half, it's Panhandle State 35, Texas College 0. Here's the kickoff from Medina. High, short kick. Gonna be caught. Ball bobbled on the ground. Aggies end up with it.
And it's recovered by the Aggies.
Diamante Pounds. Wherever the ball is, there he is.
Yes. Yeah, he's always, they're the junior smart upperclassman, knows his way around the football field. Always, like you said, always in the right place at the right time.
41-yard line. And looks like the Aggies will just line up in victory formation and take a knee. I imagine if they were facing the other way with the wind at their back, they'd go ahead and throw it down the field, but the way it is, they're just going to take a knee. And Verena does take the knee. We head to the half. Aggies in complete control, leading Texas College 35-0.
OPSU Aggies.
Well, we are back, getting ready for the second half. Aggies in control, leading 35-0. Ethan, go ahead and give us some of those stats from the first half.
Yeah, well, Randsburg obviously to a hot start, 3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving one for 82 yards. Martez Verana has been absolutely fantastic throwing the ball. His accuracy, 12 to 13, 172 yards, a touchdown. He has been sacked twice, but man, that accuracy from in the pocket, even out of the pocket, he has been fantastic. Like I said, Randsburg averaging 9.5 yards a carry. He was hurt.
And then he did get a 82-yard touchdown pass.
Little screen pass, help from his blockers, 82 yards to the house. Kaizen Hudson with a great punt return, 48 longs. They've held Texas College to 46 yards, rushing, which is absolutely ridiculous when they started this in the first half.
Well, Texas College ran a total of 41 plays, which is quite a few for a half, but only gained 71 yards, so that's just fantastic defense right there. Aggies countered 243 yards on just 27 plays, and guess what? They deferred to the second half, so already leading 35-0. They're going to get a chance to add on to that right away.
Yeah, they had the last few drives that they had in that first half, couldn't get a bunch going. Hopefully coming out strong, maybe get a little bit passing game going on. See if Verana has been accurate. Use him a little bit more.
Kaizen Hudson And also Miguel Hudson back to receive the kick. And the front line's going to have to make sure they watch for the onside. Looks like they've got their hands guys in there up front, though. Valverde up front as one of them. So there's the deep kickoff. That one will be carried through the end zone. Aggie will start out first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
OPSU Aggies.
The Aggie offense, they'll see if they can keep things going here.
So like we said before, it's nothing. They are up 35-0. So one, they have to make sure they don't let Texas College back into the game. Two, they've got to correct the little bitty things that they've had wrong, just the minor tweaks to try to get ready for their next game.
And in motion, turn, hand off to the tailback, Valverde, and he's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. A little too much sideways movement we mentioned earlier. He's a one-cut guy. Tried to make two cuts, and that's not going to work too well for him. Second down, about 9 to go.
At the 26.
Yeah, Valverde tried to do a little bit too much. He's got to stay within his comfort zone. There was a hole. Could have squeaked right through there. But I like the amount of touches Valverde is getting in this game.
Two receiver bunch to the right. Two backs in the backfield. West in motion, fakes the handoff. Quarterback under pressure, and he's going to be sacked all the way back at the 15-yard line. Lost the ball, but clearly after he had already hit the ground, ran a little slow getting up, but he's up now, and Aggie's off to a slow start. Sometimes they got to refocus when you take a big lead on somebody. Maybe don't come out with the same intensity that got you that big lead.
Yeah, they got to make sure they don't get too comfortable here today. Like I said, up 35-0. Got to make sure you do the little things right.
Third down, 18 yards to go, almost 19 really. Trips to the wide side, play clock down to 1. They get it off. Verana on the quarterback draw. He's up to the 25-yard line and pushes his way forward to about the 27. And it'll be fourth down, and that was kind of a give-up play. Aggies said, let's just get as many as we can, punt it away, not have a turnover. And that's probably a smart play, up by 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, especially coming into a half, not getting anything going. You want to make sure your defense, who has been red hot, make sure they have a good field position to work with and stay on that tear they've been on.
Villarreal back to punt. The return man for the Steers is number 6. As we mentioned, the guy Coach had mentioned was just a very dangerous player, Woods. Running kick better that time, low line driver. And that one will go out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
That ball will travel out of bounds.
So no chance of a return. 12:50 to play in the third quarter. It's Panhandle State 35, Texas College 0.
Wish the Aggie volleyball team good luck. They can compete at the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament this week for the first time in program history. Congratulations to a great and historic season for the Lady Aggie volleyball team.
As the PA announcer just mentioned, the Aggie volleyball team, they're going to participate in the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament for the first time. We're happy for that. First down, gain of about 7 on the play.
Right switch to stop right there.
32 on that carry.
Gain of about 7 on the play.
Second down, 3 yards to go.
Second and 3.
Ronton Williams back in the game for the Steers.
Hand off to him again. It opens up. He's up into Aggie territory to the 45. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Well, like we mentioned, you don't want the Aggies to lower their guard. Back-to-back run plays straight up the gut. As Carlos Mosby just runs right through him, gets the first down on 2 plays.
There's a snap. Lets one go on the inside slant pattern. Pass is just a little too high for Woods to handle. Also fights there just to add a little bit of punch to it as well. Give him a shove. So second down, 10 yards to go.
And Williams has not been accurate whatsoever coming into this second half. 4 of 13 with interception.
There's a snap, handoff to the tailback again. Breaks through a couple arm tackles, but he's going to be wrapped up after maybe a yard gain. Third down, 9 yards to go.
Yeah, arm tackles is right. You cannot arm tackle Mosby as he has a big body, like I mentioned before. 6'1", 225. You are not going to bring him down with just your arms.
Braden Price, first one there. Justin Slaughter kind of cleaned up the play along with a couple other Aggies as well. Third down, 9 yards to go. There's a snap, drops back to pass. He's going deep outside. And flag, that's probably going to be pass interference or defensive holding. And it is. Gave the signal for pass interference, but almost made it look like he was saying it was offensive.
On the offense.
And it is.
That penalty is declined. Fourth down.
That's something you rarely see.
Yeah, Chris Henry getting a little bit too handsy down there.
Unless it's just really obvious. They don't normally do that.
To receive the punt for the Aggies.
Kyson Hudson back again to receive the punt. He'll line up, plant his feet on that 10-yard line. The coaches don't want him to go any further than that. There's a snap and the kick. And inside the 10-yard line, that one's going to go through the end zone. Touchback. Best thing that could have happened for the Aggies there. They'll have it first and 10 at the 25 with 11:10 left to play in the third quarter. It's Panhandle State 35, Texas College 0. Varana back in the backfield. Valverde with him. West in motion. Hand off to Valverde up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward for a few yards.
Took about 4 yards on the carry.
Say it's a gain of 4 yards up to the. Now they'll move it back a yard. So 3-yard gain up to the 23. So second down, 7 yards to go. Aggies come out a little more tighter formation. West in motion. Miranda drops back to pass, quick out pass to Hudson. He's up past the 30-yard line, up to the 34-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Aggies.
Yeah, I'd like to see Miguel Hudson coming back to the ball, making the guy miss the process, getting the first down, and getting this offense going a little bit.
And that looked like that was a bit of an audible, one of those plays where, hey, if I look out there, they're playing off coverage on you. Run the quick out, I'm going to throw it to you. And get the easy first down.
Yeah, Verano with a nice pass once again.
Tight end comes in motion across the formation. Valverde dropped in the backfield just as soon as he took the handoff. The defensive end right there to make the stop. Detrell Davis, number 9, blew that play up right away. Second down and 12 yards to go.
And 12 at the 32 for the Aggies.
West will split out. Miranda back to pass. Under pressure. Avoids it as he rolls out to his right. He's just going to run up to the 30 to 35-yard line.
And Ron stepped out of bounds. We do have a player down on the sideline.
We've got a Texas College player down on the sideline. And looks like he's back up on his feet. So just a gain of about 3 on the play. Makes it 3rd and 9. So still a long ways for the Aggies to go. The offense has really sputtered here in their few attempts here in the second half. And they will take an injury timeout now as the player that was injured does go to the ground. 9:17 left, third quarter. Panhandle State up 35-0.
Don't waste another night waiting on slow internet.
Download files in a flash with 50 meg internet, lightning quick uploads, and no size limit or cap with PTCI. For just $60 a month, you can have incredibly fast, dependable internet. And we'll even throw in 6 months of whole home Wi-Fi for free.
If you're tired of thinking up ways to keep your eyes open while waiting on slow internet, call PTCI today. PTCI.net or 580-338-2556 now.
Sycamore sophomore, out of Western Hills High School. Looked like I don't know if it was a cramp or maybe just a little bit of a pull.
As we mentioned, able to make it off the field under his own power. Clock running now. Third down, 9 yards to go. Miranda trying to get a free 5 as he tries to draw off the defense. He'll look to the sideline now.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to send the house. Go man on the receivers outside. Yeah, they're bunching up at the line.
Valverde splits out to the right. Quick throw out to him. Catches it up to the 35, the 40. And he's going to be about a yard short maybe of the first down. Looks like
it's going to be close to the first down marker.
So it'll be fourth down, 1 yard to go for the Aggies. And when you do play tight man coverage, that's one of the areas that it does leave open the flats because you've got defensive backs. Everybody that's out there is running backwards. So if you can flank somebody out there, either a jet sweep or like that, just a little pass out in the flat to the running back, they typically can get some decent yards. Aggies look like they're going to go for it. West in motion. Hand off to Valverde, tripped up, and he's going to be short. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Steers.
And it looks like it will be
I don't think
short,
Gaskemp's going to be happy with that.
Over on down first down.
With his offensive line play there.
Yeah, the offensive line just let a huge hole open up for Jason Parker to get in. Dove at Valverde's legs, tripped him up just short of the first down, and a great play. Great play actually by Jason Parker.
8:03 left, third quarter.
Let's hear you, Aggie Nation. Let's get behind them. Come on, coach on defense.
The Steers at the line. They'll line up, trips to the wide side, single receiver to the short side. Hand off to the tailback. Gains a couple, ball's loose. Aggies have it. Defense does their job again, causing a turnover. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Aggie offense at their 40-yard line. 7:56 still to play in this third quarter. Valverde joined in the backfield by number 16, Emil Cola, a freshman out of New Orleans.
Timeout.
Aggies are going to have to call a timeout as they had some confusion out there. 7:56 still to play, third quarter. They lead 35-0.
All aboard! Next stop, PTCI for new smartphones. Get on the PTCI cellular train for huge savings.
This season, get a Christmas gift of $600 off the regular price of any new smartphone at PTCI with a new activation. Are you caught up in a long-term contract with the other guys? No worries, PTCI will help you out. Come see us now.
Check us out at ptci.net or call 580-338-2556.
The third and fourth quarter of today's game.
Out of the timeout, 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Alberti out, and Morana's going to be dropped for a sack. He faked that short throw and looked to go deep, and he just didn't have any time as they just busted through and blew that play up. And that's going to be a loss of 7 yards as they'll mark the ball all the way back to the 33-yard line. So 2nd down, 17 yards for the Aggies. And what was an offensive juggernaut in that first quarter is whatever the opposite of an offensive juggernaut is here in this third quarter.
Yeah, Malik Guillory, excuse me, goes straight up the gut, meets Verano before he has a chance to even think about throwing the ball.
Brandon drops back to pass, under pressure again, lets one go. It's caught though. And took an unbelievable hit, stayed on his feet. That was Braylon Chandler, 5'10", 160-pound junior from Fort Worth. And then he took a second shot that just folded. He folded around that defender. That's one of those shots that you go, let's put this on the reel on how you're supposed to tackle.
Yeah, Braylon Chandler with his 4th catch of the year.
Third and 8 for the Aggies. Makes the handoff. Verana straight up the field. Past midfield, dives forward up to the 45-yard line. First down, Aggies. And he's still laying on the field. And he does get up on his feet, but got up a little slow as it looks like he felt that one a little bit. But beautiful quarterback keeper.
Yeah, it was a great read. He saw it breaking down, saw an open lane. Thought, why the heck not? Go straight up the middle. And again, it is a little scary when you see your quarterback who's playing amazingly jump up in the air, leave his feet. See him go head over heels.
Aggies bring in a couple different running backs now. Handoff. Quarterback keeps it on the read option, and he's going to gain about a yard up to the 45. He faked the ball to George Dominguez in nearby Turpin, Oklahoma.
Yeah, and right now they're going to send Verana a little shaken up, I guess, as he's jogging gingerly off the field. In comes Brandon Ramon.
And you know, with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, up 35-0, it doesn't hurt to take him out, make sure he doesn't get hurt any worse. Brandon Ramon, a senior who's started I don't know how many games, but a bunch. You got plenty of experience out there. Play clock almost at 0, and they do not get the playoff in time. Russell Gaskamp, unhappy there. Wants his team to focus, be ready, and they've lost a little bit of focus. Here up 35-0. The ball taken back into Aggie territory. Now spotted now at the 40. That cannot be right. Yeah, they'll move it up now to the 49 of the Aggies. And it'll be 2nd down and 15 yards to go. Clock rolling, under 5 minutes left, third quarter. Ramon looks to the sideline for the play call. Play clock already under 10 again. They're going to have to hurry up. Still getting guys in position. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Get it off with 1 second left. Flip out to the running back, Hudson. Pass was incomplete. And the offense just really in this second half just kind of in complete disarray.
Yeah, they have not gotten anything going. Everything's just a little bit discombobulated. They cannot find the right footing in this second half. And really in the last few drives of the first half.
Third down, 15 yards to go. Ramon drops back to pass. He's got time this time. Over the middle, finds Nick West. He's going to be a little short of the first down by about a yard, maybe two. Looks like 2 yards short as he's into steer territory at the 38-yard line. Probably an area where they're going to go ahead and go for it. 4th and 2.
Yeah, an old reliable Nick West with the great hands with the guy right on his back. Makes a great play in coverage and a great pass by Brandon Ramon.
Aggies bring in a couple of tight ends. Hudson in the backfield with Ramon. H-back in motion, hand off to Hudson. He's hit, spins away. We'll just have to see where the forward progress is. Looks like it's going to be a yard short. Turnover on downs, back to the Steers with 3:36 left to play in the third quarter. Aggies up 35-0. Steers offense ready to go. Turn, hand off to the running back. Spins away from the first tackle and gets up to about the 41-yard line. And that's one of those times where you're, instead of wrapping up, you try to go for the hit. That's a big running back. He just spun out of that.
Yeah, that's DeJuan Hill, a sophomore running back, 5'10", 220 out of Trinity Valley Community College from Houston.
Fakes the handoff, quarterback keeper, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. The Aggie defense was there that time. Gutierrez, the first one, didn't get the tackle, but several other Aggies right behind him for the big stop. So third down, 10 yards to go.
Yeah, Pounds does a great job of finishing what Gutierrez started, making the quarterback uncomfortable, trying to go straight up, back into the pocket after he was trying to escape. And Pounds just lays him out for the loss.
Two splits to each side. There's a snap, drops back to pass. Under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Back at the 32-yard line, Diamante Pounds. Matt Hernandez back there as well. That was actually Niall Holder. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Yeah, Holder says, I go low, Pounds, you go high. Knocks him down 4th and long, and another great defensive drive for the Aggies, and their defense the past few weeks has been outstanding.
We need you there by the end of the third quarter, please.
Hudson lined up at about the 29, not expecting a deep punt, obviously. That was not even 40 yards down the field, and they'll kick it out of bounds. You know, they've tried to angle that kick quite a bit to avoid the return, but I can't imagine that most of the time the returns would be as far as they're up the field as they're kicking it out of bounds. So Aggies offense, great field position at their own 44-yard line with 1:38 left to play in the third quarter. So Ramon still in at quarterback. Senior playing in his final home game. Turns, fakes the handoff to Valverde, throws it out. That's caught by Kyler Musgrave. He's up past the midfield stripe to the Steer 49-yard line.
Yeah, great read
Pick up about 6
Seeing that
on the
nothing was
play,
open
be
downfield,
second
dumps
and
it off
short
to
for the
Musgrave. Musgrave does his work, gets a few extra yards.
Musgrave played a little bit of everything in high school. Was a tight end, defensive end. Also played a little quarterback as well. So second down, 3 yards to go. Clock under 40 seconds, under 10 seconds on the play clock. There's a snap, rolls out to his left. Still looking, and can't quite get it on the comeback route. It's kind of a deep comeback route to Jalen Hare. It's going to be third down and 3 yards to go. 29 seconds left in this third quarter. There's exciting news coming up at the third quarter, fourth quarter break. Chili cook-off. Winners will be announced.
Long time tradition here, the last home game of the season. Everybody loves chili cook-off.
Always the debate at our office on whether chili includes beans or not. I say, who cares as long as it tastes good.
Exactly, I was just about to say.
And that's going to be a motion penalty on the Aggies, as they had about 5 people go in motion at once. So.
Number 77, 5-yard penalty.
And they called that on Dominique Thomas, the senior, and there's about 5 guys that moved. He says, you got to call it on me. I'm the senior on this line. So
he wasn't the only one down there moving.
The only returning starter on that offensive line that's done a pretty good job this season. Third down and 8 yards to go, a little more difficult. Ramon drops back, lets one go out in the flat. Pass was just a little bit too out in front of fair. And it's going to be a punt situation now for the Aggies.
Well, he had Edward McDonald going right down his throat. May have rushed the throw just a little bit, just wide of Cola. And the Aggies couldn't get the first down.
Gaskamp, once again, he's had several plays here where you can see he is not happy with some of the blocking that's going on or lack of it on some of those plays. So Villarreal back to punt. There's the snap, had to jump up to grab that one. Plenty of time to get it off though. Boy, that one hit the wind and just died. But a good Aggie roll down to the 25-yard line. And that is the end of the third quarter with the Aggies leading the Steers 35-0.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention down to the northeast corner of our field for the winners of the 12th annual Chili Cook-Off for Panhandle State. The People's Choice Award this year goes to Anchor D Bank. The best chili, third place goes to Vicki Wilson. Second place goes to Bank of the Panhandle, and first place goes to Fontenelle Hybrids. And the best presentation goes to Goodwell Police Department. Again, a big thanks goes to Dr. Fulton down there with our presentations, and thanks to everybody who joined our celebration for our chili cook-off again this year.
Well, as we start this fourth quarter, the sky's darkening up a little bit of sprinkle going on out there. Here's the snap, quarterback rolls out to his right and has to just get rid of it as Diamante Pounds once again just living in the Steer backfield. It's going to be second down and 10.
Yeah, the weather might be getting colder, but the Aggies defense stays hot. As again, rushing the quarterback out of the pocket, making plays happen. Like you said, Diamante Pounds going to the backfield. Seems like he's always back there, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's been back there all night long. Doesn't seem to be running out of energy either. Quarterback rolls out to his left to the short side. It was Pounds pounding on him again. Quarterback slow to get to his feet. Had to just throw that one away as well.
And Pounds bringing pressure in, the whole defense bringing pressure in. The secondary's done a great job of staying with the receivers, not letting them get any sort of separation so quarterback can find them. Just an outstanding game defensively by the Aggies.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. The Steers down 35-0 to the Aggies, and they're playing this 4th quarter with the wind in their face too. Draw play, good play there by Jawan Purifoy. Wasn't the open field since it was a draw play right up the middle, but was kind of an open field tackle, holds him to 4 yards there, and it's going to be 4th down, and they're going to have to punt to Kyson Hudson.
Yeah, Jawan Purifoy, old reliable. The senior, 5'9", 200 pounds, just always doing things right, fundamental, and always making big plays.
There's the snap, gets the kickoff. That one will land about the 40-yard line. Flag on the play as well. Referee threw that one a good 30 yards. We'll have to see what that is. Looks like it might be in the area of holding, and it is going to be holding against the Aggies. He's giving the signal to the referee.
Kick, holding for 37. 10-yard count. First down.
So 14:07 left to play in the 4th quarter. Temperature outside says it's 55, says it feels like about 50. Maybe it's just because it's early fall, but it feels like it's about 20 out there.
There is absolutely no way. Maybe the phone or the computer, the temperature says feels like 50. They're not the ones sitting out here in this.
You see a little bit of our older crowd. Some of them, they're going to say, I think we got this one in hand. Let's go ahead and go to the house. Handoff. Running back carrying the ball, number 47, Miles Alexander. He is a 6-foot, 210-pound freshman from Copperas Cove, Texas.
About 5 yards.
Copperas Cove High School as well. That's the first time, at least in the home games, I think we've seen him carry the ball.
Yeah, his first touch, not bad. Getting to the outside, putting his shoulder down, getting any yard that he can.
2nd down, 5 yards to go. Gets it again, this time to the right. He's up to the 35-yard line. He'll be about 2 yards shy of the 1st down. So 3rd down and short coming up for the Aggies. And I think here they're just looking, let's see if we can run the ball. Let's see if we can run the clock. Just keep possession and let that clock run. They don't want to stand, those coaches don't want to stand out in that rain any longer than they have to either.
Yeah, Alexander running much like that of Danny Valverde Jr. He's a little bit bigger than Valverde, but another downhill runner.
Ramon drops back to pass. He's going to let one go deep. He's got 2 receivers out there. And just an unbelievable catch. Jalen Hare goes up over the top of the defender. Ball bounds up high. He grabs it again as it's coming down for a big gainer all the way down to the Steer 29-yard line.
I thought for sure that hit the ground, but he goes up, bats it in the air, on the way down, makes the catch. Unbelievable grab.
Ramon back to pass. He'll roll out to the left. Looking to the end zone. He's got a man out there. Pass just a little too far out of the reach of Jalen Fair's hands. Looked like he needed that one not so much angled out, just a little bit inside, but he had a step on the defender.
Yeah, Fair tried to get it, stay in bounds. Just out of his reach right there. Would have been a nice play, nice grab.
Umbrellas coming out all over the place. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Steers look like they're going to bring pressure off the edge. Ramon has to back up. He'll just have to let that one go, as he'll just throw it out of bounds.
And a great job right there from Miles Alexander. The freshman making good downhill runs, and on that play right there, finds his man, doesn't just stand around, watch the play, comes up with a big block.
So 3rd and 10 for the Aggies. Back to each side of Ramon. He'll drop back, pressure coming, lets it go too high as he tried to hit Shawn Brown, a redshirt freshman, 6'2", 260 pounds, out of Jackson, Mississippi. So it's going to be 4th and 10. Aggies offense, they'll stay on the field. I mean, they're at the 29-yard line. Although I think we've seen Medina hit some long field goals for this Aggie team this year. They probably could try that.
Yeah, Medina for sure does have the leg.
Trips to the wide side. Ramon drops back to pass. Rolls out to his right. Lets it go. Barber, actually a one-handed catch by a hair, but looked like he might have been out of bounds. Either way, it wasn't enough. Turnover on downs. 12-19 left to play in the game. Aggies still lead 35-0. Aggie defense back out on the field. New quarterback for the Steers. Gains maybe 2 yards on the play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Make it 7 as they'll give him forward progress to the 32.
2nd and 7 at the 32.
Yeah, the new quarterback, he said, is Hunter Lonis, the sophomore out of Jarrell, Texas.
Hand off to the tailback. Past the 35-yard line, falls forward to about the 39.
Yeah, Marquise Denman showing off his quickness again, shifting and maneuvering through the Aggie defense all over the place.
Play was good enough for a 1st down. Come on, Aggie Nation, let's get behind the dark side defense. Come on.
1st and 10 at the 39. There's a snap. Quarterback fakes the handoff, looking to throw, lets one go out in the flats, throws it behind his H-back. So incomplete. 2nd down, 10 yards to go.
2nd down.
Yeah, Lonis had Vitowski wide open and just absolutely missed him.
$11:23 left to play in this one. Hand off to the tailback, cuts back to the right to avoid the tackle. And he's going to be brought down by Caleb Gutierrez after maybe a yard gain. Yard and a half as they'll move him up past the 40-yard line.
The freshman from El Paso making a play, stepping up, throwing down the running back, stopping him in his tracks.
That was a very important tackle, because if he doesn't get him, there's open field for him to run through. And instead, it's going to be 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Drops back to pass, under pressure. Oh, he's drilled. But the pass is caught back at the 32. Diamante Pounds just drilled their quarterback, but he did complete the pass, gets up, and he's jogging down there. Tough guy.
Diamante Pounds absolutely unloads on him, but give Lonis some credit staying in there and putting the ball on an absolute dime to Woods.
That was a hot dog bun hit. He just wrapped him around wrapped him around him like it was a hot dog bun. Hand off to the running back, dropped in the backfield. Jasper Smiley in there for the tackle. 1 yard gain on the play. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Second and 9.
Under 10 minutes left to play in this one.
Yeah, Denman getting a lot of touches here late in this second half.
There's a snap, handoff to the tailback, straight up the middle again. Still fighting, and he's going to be dropped. Does get inside the 30-yard line.
It's going to be another Great America Ford Lincoln. Get rowdy now.
They'll give him forward progress to the 28, so it's going to be third down, 7 yards to go. Aggie defense trying to hold him here. Of course, they're probably going to have to hold him for 2 downs, fourth quarter, where they are on the field. So. Two backs in the backfield, split to each side. Quarterback takes a snap, drops back to pass. Under pressure, Pounds knocks the ball away. It's Diamante Pounds again, and the ball recovered by number 62, Tristan Inman.
Pounds doing it again with a strip sack, chasing down the quarterback and showing he's got the speed and the power. Diamante Pounds has been lights out all season long. And he is a big part of why this Aggie defense is so good and so efficient.
Diamante Pounds out of Plantersville, Mississippi. Handoff. Kyson Hudson slips on the slippery turf. So we've had a little bit of rain. And he'll be brought down at the 35 by the turf. We'll give the tackle credit to the turf. He would have had some decent yards on that play if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, Kyson, not very big. Kind of a quick, shifty running back. We've seen him play some slot. He returns kicks and punts, does a little bit of everything on the skills side of the ball.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Ramon back up the middle on the quarterback draw. He'll gain a couple up to the 37-yard line. So third down, 6 yards to go. Clock nearing the 8-minute mark. The Aggies, of course, the most important thing right now is just using as much clock as possible and not turning the ball over.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
There's the snap. Ramon drops back to pass under pressure, lets one go. Defender falls down, but the pass too short for Kolick. He can't work his way back to it. And it's going to be fourth down, and the Aggies are going to have to punt again. Boy, if he could have got that ball to him, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, I had him wide open, and just pressure came too quick. Ramon just tried to get it out of his hand. Just short. Like you said, nobody in front of Cola.
Bill back to receive the punt.
So Villarreal lined up. They're going to have to call a timeout. Or no, they did get the snap off just as the clock hit 0. Villarreal with a good punt, caught at the 22. Tries to circle back. He's going to slip back and lose about 9 yards on that as he slips back at the 13-yard line. A couple of Aggies back there. DeQuan Charles. Also Noah Quintanilla, the long snapper, to make sure he went down. 7:32 left to play in this one. Panhandle State 35, Texas College 0. Trips formation to the wide side. One receiver to the short side. Handoff up the middle to the running back. Pyle still pushing forward. Gains maybe 2 yards on the play. Everybody but about 2 Aggies in on the tackle on that one.
Yeah, you look at the score, it says 35-0, but it has been the same score since the beginning of the second quarter. The Aggies have not gotten anything offensively. Luckily, their defense, as always, coming up big every single week.
Yeah, Ransburg caught that touchdown pass with less than a minute into the second quarter. Long pass. Closest person to it was William Johnson, the defensive back for the Aggies.
He
threw it into triple coverage.
Like you said, Ransburg, after coming out, was really running all over the Texas College defense. He comes out, and the Aggies have not gotten anything going offensively.
Well, not good news to see him on the sideline. No shoulder pads or helmet on, and he's on crutches, so most likely not available next week. Possibility of them taking as much precaution as possible. He may be able to be ready by then. Back to pass under pressure. He's going to be chased down from behind. Niall Holder with the sack.
Holder gets to the backfield, looking around for Lonis, couldn't find him, finally spots him, brings him down from behind.
4th down at about 8 yards at the 15-yard line, so Texas College, they're just going to punt this one away. Kais and Hudson will line up on the steer side at the 50-yard line. And then as soon as I say that, he backs up across. There's a snap, gets the kickoff, and that one goes out of bounds near the 30-yard line. We'll see where they mark it out.
Ball will go out of bounds.
And they'll say all the way back to about the 27-yard line. That's where the Aggies will have it. 1st and 10 with 6:02 left to play.
Place at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10, Aggies.
Trips formation to the wide side. Single back in the backfield with Ramon. Ramon fakes the short pass back the other way on a bubble screen. It's caught, breaks through a tackle at the 10, the 5, brought down at about the 2-yard line. Great run by Cola after the catch. Little bubble screen. Great play.
Little fake to your right, look right, go left. Ramon dumps it off to Cola, and that must be nice. Throw the ball about 5 yards to your left. Have Cola run all the way almost to the end zone.
The 1st and goal for the Aggies.
So Ramon in the backfield, Dominguez to his right, trips to the right side of the formation. He'll roll out to his right, looking for a man to throw it to, throws it to the corner, too high. He was looking for Cola again. He was well covered that time. So 2nd down, goal to go.
Incomplete, 2nd down.
So Ramon in the backfield, Dominguez to his left this time, trips again to the right. Ramon looks to throw, inside route. Looked like that one was a little high, but through the hands of Fair, so it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 2.
Ramon just rushed just a tad, throws a little bit high. That's what happens with that split second. You have that extra split second to think about it. The ball is right in the pocket, but not then.
Same formation, running back to the left this time. Dominguez goes out to the right in motion. He'll throw it out to him. It's caught. Dominguez into the end zone. George Dominguez scores his first touchdown of the season. Panhandle kid from over in Turpin, Oklahoma. And that puts up the Aggies 41-0.
Yeah, nothing special. Send Dominguez out to the right. Nobody in the flat to guard him. Throws it out there, just tosses it. He walks into the end zone.
Like we talked about earlier, it's perfect play. They're going to play tight man coverage. Your receivers run them off. It's wide open for them. Villarreal lines up for the extra point. Snap good, hold good, kick good. It's 42-0. Aggies headed for another win. You know, another thing the Aggies are doing with this win, no matter what would happen next week, they've secured a winning regular season with this win, because they'll be 6-4 at that point. So another winning season, back-to-back ones for the Aggies.
Yeah, it really puts the pressure on Hastings to do well this week and next week against the Aggies when they face them.
They're gonna go down to Langston, ranked 11th in the nation. They're gonna have an opportunity with this win to win a conference title. I'm not sure the last time Panhandle State has done it, but I'm pretty sure it's been quite a while. In part because during some of these years they've been an independent. So Javier Medina sets the ball on the tee. Wind's calmed down enough that Barbarino can just run down and go tackle somebody. Here's the kick. High end over end kick into the end zone. Bobbles it. He's going to bring it out anyway. He's out at the 10. And going to be brought down at about the 15. Emil Cola. Actually, Caleb Gutierrez, number 46. Saw that 6 and got a little ahead of myself.
Yeah, Zion Gaten decided to take it out after he bobbled it in the end zone. Doesn't give very much as Gutierrez lays a nice hit on him.
Well, and it's probably one of those points where it's like, hey, it's 42-0 in the second half of the fourth quarter. If I take it out of here, it's not going to be the end of the world either way. So
yeah, just trying to make something happen.
Handoff, tailback. He's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. There's just a bunch of Aggies there.
Second and about 9.
Again, you just cannot talk about how good the Aggies defense has been today and all season, really.
Yeah, they haven't given up. They probably haven't even given up 200 total yards today. Big pass play earlier on that last drive, but that's about it. He's going to be dragged down there from behind for a loss. That's going to be Gutierrez again.
Get Robbie down.
Drops back to pass, lets one go down the sideline, and that pass just a little bit too long. 2 Aggies there, including Williams, who came up for his safety position. He was hoping that was one on target because he wanted to get him a pick there.
Yeah, Vontae Williams he's got a pretty strong arm. Gets it there, overshot him just a bit, and Gaten could not get a hand on it.
So that's going to make it 4th down and 9 from their 14-yard line. So that'll put Kaizen Hudson back there to receive another punt in Steer territory. There's the snap. Gets the kick off. That one will stay in bounds. And it'll be touched dead at the 43-yard line of the Steers. 3:48 left to play. Aggies with great field position again. Ramon back out there at quarterback. Tight end in motion. Turn. Hand off to Dominguez. Fights his way forward inside the 40-yard line to the 39.
Dominguez is just using his big body to get straight down. Not very tall, but a lot of mass and a lot of strength.
And got some good quickness for his weight size too. And he's definitely a one-cut kind of guy as well. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Turn, hand off to Dominguez again, cuts to the right. He's inside the 30-yard line, dragging tacklers down to about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Clock now under 3 minutes to play. And Dominguez probably says, if this is what we're going to do, let's go ahead and put some more time on the clock. Aggies they've got split receivers out there, but they're more in a bunch formation near the line of scrimmage. Handoff again to Dominguez to the right. Ball loose. Looks like the Aggies did recover as the ball up to the 25-yard line. So 2nd down, 6 yards to go.
Gain of 4 on the carry, 2nd and 6 at the 25 for the Aggies.
We're under 2 minutes left. Aggies going to move to 6-4 and 6-1 in the Sooner Athletic Conference.
Yeah, that's big right there.
Man in motion, pass forward to him. He's going to step back though. Actually finds a way to get back to the line of scrimmages. That was Shawn Brown, who we mentioned earlier, from Jackson, Mississippi. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Ramon does get to count that as a pass. He did toss it forward. And I have a feeling this is going to be a running play. Keep that clock running. We near the minute mark.
I just give it back to George, have him go straight up the middle.
Hand off to Dominguez, cuts out to the right. He's inside the 20. Looks like he's got enough for a 1st down to the 18-yard line. We're under a minute to play. And unless Texas College decides to all of a sudden use those last 3 timeouts, the Aggies are going to line up in victory formation and just take a knee.
This is a big game. Despite the score, despite 42-0, I know they're ahead, but big game to get under their belt in front of this home crowd. It was cold for a while, miserable, but a great job. Now they go for a conference championship. Bring on Langston.
And the Aggies do win. Stick around. We'll talk to head coach Coach Gaskamp here in just a moment. Well, we are joined here with Coach Gaskamp. And Coach, before we get into this game, you guys are heading to Langston for a chance to win a conference title. I don't know the last time Panhandle won one, but I'm pretty sure it's been a while.
Yeah, you know, obviously it has. We put it to our guys today that we needed to get out fast. We felt like if we could kind of jump on them, that we'd have a chance to do what we did today. Our guys came in really super locked in. Obviously, we didn't play as well in the second half. You know, sometimes that kind of happens when you kind of get up big like that. And we had some new guys going in and doing some stuff. But, man, our defense played absolutely just lights out today against a team that, you know, just last week put up 40 points against Langston. And we get the shutout at home. And man, that was great to see. So.
Yeah, you mentioned the defense, rush defense, 42 carries for 39 yards. I think less than a yard per carry. You'll take that with your defense any day of the week.
I can't even imagine how many sacks we've had to have had in the game. I don't see it here on the total, but I mean, we created a lot of pressure today. We knew that their quarterback was a dynamic athlete. We lost some contain on him a few times early. We got some things fixed on that, kept him in the pocket, and played literally lights out the rest of the game. So.
Well, and it was a great team defensive effort. One guy who really kind of stood out in the defensive side because everywhere the ball was, he was there. Diamante Pounds.
Pounds probably played his best game I've seen today. And the strip fumble here at the end of the game was just an outstanding effort play. He's been a rock for us all year. We know what kind of player he could be. He's been one of the guys that stayed healthy. We're still, but sure enough, Carlos has an amazing first half, and he gets hurt with an ankle. We'll see if we get him back this week. But it's been a next guy up the mentality the entire year. Our guys have held in there and stayed strong, and we got to go do it one more week. So.
Well, and it's senior day. You got a group of seniors that have been a part of this program here for several years, and I'm sure you've got some great things to say about
we
them
really,
as well.
It's one of our smaller groups, that we've had, but you just go down the group of guys like Juwan and guys like Sam and Brandon and the different stories they came up, from and the things that they have fought through, the adversity they fought through in their career to stay here. They're all going to graduate. That's obviously the thing that's most important, but. They're just each and every one of those guys just a good person. They're great representatives of our football program, of our athletic department here, and great members of Texas County. And we're just very, very proud. And we're great that we were able to send them out on such a great day with a great crowd, even though the weather was a little suspect. I think we moved to Seattle or something. I've never seen this much rain in my entire now 7 years here. We've had four of them We've had four of them in 1 year or so, but I'm just proud of the way the guys played today and proud to send those seniors out.
And as we mentioned earlier, with that win, the Aggies moved to 6-4 overall, 6-1 in the Sooner Athletic Conference, and next Saturday, the showdown. Langston ranked 11th in the country.
Battle for the bell. It's our arch rival. They've got a great team. I mean, they are as loaded as I've seen them in my time here. I've got a good feeling. Our kids have just hung in there the entire year. They fought through so much, and I'm just incredibly proud of them. And the other thing, getting to 6 wins was a big deal. That's now 4 out of our last 5 years have been winning seasons here, and I don't know if there's been any type of streak like that in any type of recent history. And so, but obviously we're not here trying to get to a winning season. Our number one goal going into the year was to give ourselves a chance. The last game of the year, we knew we had a good feeling Langston would be in it. We're glad to be there now. We're going to be in it too, man, what a great feeling it would be to have to win the inaugural Sooner Athletic Conference Championship. So, and we'll can't wait. Hope we get everyone to come over and check us out, and proud of everyone today.
Everybody get to Guthrie next Saturday. We'll see you then. Good day from Goodwell, Oklahoma.
Don't waste another night waiting on slow internet.
Download files in a flash with 50 meg internet, lightning quick uploads, and no size limit or cap with PTCI. For just $60 a month, you can have incredibly fast, dependable internet. And we'll even throw in 6 months of whole home Wi-Fi for free.
If you're tired of thinking up ways to keep your eyes open while waiting on slow internet, call PTCI today. PTCI.net or 580-338-2556 now.